shopping event coming up this week. Our expert in estate planning, David Carrier, is here to tell us all about it. And joining David today is Molly Black, and who's one of the team members at David Carrier Law, and Joyce Mann from the Alzheimer's Association. Thanks so much. Hi. So we know it's Mother's Day just around the corner, David. So
and most people have mothers. Did you know that?
Yes, I know that. We wouldn't have a hard time being here without them, right?
That's a fact.
Okay, so you're opening up your doors for a special shopping event.
That is correct, and it's going to be this Thursday. So you know, make your you don't have to make your plans. Just show up.
Just show up, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Molly is the head of our drafting department, so every document that we produce goes through, you know, her staff, her team, and she's got the ultimate responsibility for that. Well, as you can imagine, with all the documents that we're doing, very important that, you know, attention to detail and, you know, not making typos and all the rest of that, really important. And she's got, you know, one of the greatest teams in the firm, and just a wonderful leader and all that. But like so many of the other folks at the firm, at the law offices of David Carrier, she's got special talents, hidden, you know, hidden whatever. I don't know. They're not hidden anymore, so here we are.
That's right. So you have a great hobby, Molly, that you started several years ago. So let's talk to us about your hobby and really how you're going to help to make a huge impact for the Alzheimer's Association.
Sure. So like David said, I'm in charge of the estate planning team, and there's a limit to how creative I can be at work when I'm drafting trust documents. So making jewelry is kind of an outlet for the creativity, and I started taking classes 4 or 5 years ago. There's a great studio in Grand Haven called Studio JSD, and they have a variety of classes from beginner all the way to advanced, and it's a fantastic way to meet people. They have amazing artists and teachers that come in, and it's a great way to just have a creative outlet.
Yeah, I was asking you about this because we're seeing some of the styles that you've created here, and I was asking, how exactly do you start, and do you do most of this, and you really create almost all of the designs that are here?
Yes, I would say that starting is the hardest part, because you have to choose your supplies and colors, and it can be overwhelming, but once you have a focus, you just choose the different pieces. And I would say the average bracelet takes between 5 and 6 hours to complete.
Yeah, so you definitely have a vision for this. And so this is a small sample, really, of all of those items that you'll have for sale coming up on Thursday night. And so, Joy, let's talk about fundraisers for the Alzheimer's Association. I know that a portion of the proceeds from Thursday night will benefit your organization. What does the Alzheimer's Association do?
Sure. Well, we want to thank David Carrier. Their office has been a huge supporter of the Alzheimer's Association, as well as you. I know for some folks don't know that you've often been the MC for our Walk to End Alzheimer's, so we thank you both for that. Yeah, the Alzheimer's Association, what do we do with the funding? Because we get that question frequently. It really goes toward two things. It goes toward care and support for folks in the community, and it also goes for research. The Alzheimer's Association, outside of the federal government and I think China, is the 3rd supporter for finding a cure for Alzheimer's. But locally, what we do is we provide a lot of educational programs. We provide support groups. We have memory cafes. We have a whole number of things. And without the support of community partners like David that help us raise those funds to support those efforts, we would have to work a lot harder.
That's right. And I know that, David, you and your team have a very special place in your heart for really helping seniors and starting the conversation, sometimes difficult conversations. And really, this just goes hand in hand with your overall mission.
Well, you know, the Alzheimer's strikes women disproportionately. About 2/3 of Alzheimer's victims are women. So lots of times we're dealing with guys who are in a very different sort of role than they've played before.
Caregiver, yeah, absolutely.
Very different kind of thing. We just had a gentleman in last week who was couldn't say enough nice things about the support groups. He was saying things like, "Look, I don't know how I get through this without all the support I get from attending the support groups." It's a very important kind of thing. You know, one of the commitments that we make, and this just goes along with it. And I should say, Molly's not the only one at this night of shopping.
Yeah, exactly. You're telling me Pampered Chef and a lot of other
Mary Kay.
Tupperware. We have that lady with all the weird clothes and stuff like that. You know, fabrics.
Creative clothes.
Creative, yes.
Exactly. Uniquely creative clothes.
That's right.
Not weird.
Is that what it is?
Oh, yes. Yeah, nice. Okay, and so it's a night of shopping. It's at your office on the East Beltline. Thursday, April 26th from 6:30 to 8:30. And I'm guessing you're going to have some nice refreshments there.
Well,
for
you got to
people?
stop by and see Laurel.
Oh, okay.
Because Laurel Steele, she's our sort of the mom of the firm, you might say. And she's getting, you know, refreshments. She's got banners up. She's doing a lemonade stand. Very excited about that. So stop by and see Laurel.
Yeah.
You know,
for
Mother's
sure.
Day is not that far away.
Exactly. So this is a great way to get a unique item for the lady in your life who's very special. And David, you do have offices all over West Michigan, and
That's
you're
right.
frequently doing the workshops, the life plan workshops.
We do the life plan workshops about 4 times a week now. So whether it's in Holland, up in Norton Shores, down in Portage, or in Grand Rapids, you're never, you know, never more than a few days away from coming to a workshop. But you know, we're expanding those too. We're doing workshops now for people who are called on to administer the estates, right? And we're developing another one right now for the heirs. So if you're a beneficiary, just look for that on the website. We'll be doing a workshop for that, because we find that a lot of the conflict that happens in families is when expectations and experience, you know, don't meet.
Right.
And so if we can help form the expectations for the beneficiaries, you know, it's not going to happen overnight. They're not going to be FedExing, you know, Ed McMahon is not going to show up with a big check and say, yay, here it is,
Yeah.
right? There is a process to the stuff, and the more we can educate, the more we can inform, whatever phase of the process you're in, well, that seems to be a way for the families to stay together and make this you know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you
Make it as
definitely
positive as
helped to
possible.
make a very difficult and very trying time in a family's life cycle even that much easier. So thanks so much. Joy, great to see you.
Thank you, you too.
Can't wait to see all the rest of the jewelry that you have.
Yes,
and
thank
David,
you.
of course, thanks for stopping
Thank
by.
you.
And
Thanks, Sarah.
stay right there. More of 8 West when we come back. Don't go away.
Are you West?